Hello.
Hello.
How's it going?
Nothing.
All right. We got a couple. Hello, Muppet and Nano and TJ. What's going on? I didn't send any notifications today. I didn't post this anywhere. So whoever shows up, and you're the OG people.
They're the best.
So do you have your tubs all ready to go?
Yep. I'm gonna get 2 more, but wouldn't we make an awesome race car team?
Could.
We have TJ would be the driver.
Ah.
Nano could be the guy who tunes the engine up. I could be the guy who paints the truck or the car. Muppet could be like the guy who makes sure the interior looks nice.
Mm-hmm.
And you could be the guy that puts on the tires.
Sure.
You got to be really fast to put on the tires. They go, oh, we need a gas guy too.
Mark is
I
here.
guess
Mark
I'll do gas.
No, Mark just showed up. Mark can do it.
Oh, nice.
And Select Pets here. What's going on?
John could be the guy who cleans the windshield, gets rid of all the bugs.
Why don't we want you to touch the engine? Will it explode?
You do not want... Oh, no. I thought Nano was like, just hang on. Everybody wants to be behind the computer when I've got junk behind the computer. There. Are we happy? Okay. Sorry, I had all this hose sitting behind my computer, and it was like offending both of my cats.
Oh, no. How could you?
I know.
But yeah, our weather.
But that's the whole reason why Nico's on that side of the computer, because I had something behind it. He's never behind the computer.
But yeah, our weather is still crazy. Like it keeps going down like the 50s, and I'm like, I don't know. It hasn't stabilized yet. Hey, Bruiser.
I know, it's crazy. It's cold.
Like we had 1 week of 80s, and then we were in the 60s. Then we had a few days of 90s, and back into the 50s. It's crazy.
Yeah, we had 90s, and now we're in the 70s again. But it's rained every day for the last 6 days.
We've had on and off showers for like the last week, and they're predicting more for all of next week. But
in the trees, they fall over when they start to die in the woods, when the ground gets too saturated here. And it happens all the time. But one of them fell over and knocked out our cable for about 5 hours last night.
Well, that sucks.
Yep.
See, I just don't go outside in the summertime, Muppet. That saves me a lot of trouble from dealing with humidity. Or it's just to go in the pool.
I have to renew my car's license plate. I just noticed that on the floor.
So your tubs are set to go. You're getting more, you said?
Yeah, I'm reading the back of this, and it says they issued my license plate to me in 2001. I've only been in, I think it was like 2021. The car isn't even that old.
Interesting.
Yeah. I think somebody did a typo. Sorry.
Is he done barking? Has he stopped?
We can't hear him. Is it Copper?
Oh, well, good job, StreamYard's Nordgate. That's good. Hey, Jenna.
Hi, Jenna.
Home from Georgia. What was in Georgia?
Ooh.
Oh, he's still barking.
I could have been in Georgia. I should have drove and said hi to him.
I always forget that you're like right on the border of Georgia.
Yep. I'm about an hour and a half from Atlanta.
I'm going to go grab this dog because he's barking his head off. I'll be right back, people.
Okay. Since it's my turn to talk about anything I want, I made a G.I. Joe. Check out how cool this guy looks. I painted him all up. It's actually the Undertaker, but he's a dreadnought. It's part of Zartan's crew. They're like mercenaries that live in the swamp. He's a pirate. And I liked his hair. Normally he has a ponytail, but I thought this would kind of like the mullety type haircut would still work. And I made him like a chain, and I put a great big gun on his hip. And since he's a pirate, I have a sword I made him. So he has this big sword. Oh, he doesn't hold it very good. The Undertaker's not used to holding weapons. Oh, and Baby Cat comes up. Here we go. So I made the sword. It has like a big tooth on one end of some type of creature, and then this cool blade. I'm really proud of my guy. I think I like making my own G.I. Joes more than buying the G.I. Joes. But I did get Sergeant Slaughter last week. I told Rico before the stream started that if people tip me enough, I'm gonna be bad and buy myself something, a collectible. And he told everybody, and I was like, "Oh, dude, you're not supposed to do that." But I went and I bought Sergeant Slaughter because people were really good to me, and they also gave me enough that I can afford Sartan. G.I. Joes came out about 3 years ago, these new 6-inch G.I. Joes. And I used to have every G.I. Joe when I was a little kid, but my brother destroyed them all. So I was like, I'm never going to buy another G.I. Joe. But now that I'm like 50, I'm like, I can have my own G.I. Joes. You know, I can do anything I want now.
You feel better
Nobody's my boss.
That is true. Nobody is your boss.
Copper. Copper. Woof, woof. Copper doesn't look at me.
What's up?
I bet if I was there, Copper would sniff me.
What's up? I know they left you alone out there and weren't paying any attention to you. How dare they? How dare they? Also, hello, Dennis. How are you? And Bigfoot, what's going on?
Hiya, Dennis.
True, Jenner. He does know that Ed is a cat person.
Oh, I love dogs, though. I really do. I love about everything furry. I would have a dog if Nico could tolerate a dog. Baby Cat likes dogs.
Mm-hmm.
We had a little dog live with us for about 6 months, and Baby Cat used to curl up on top of the dog and sleep on it.
Okay?
But Nico just hid all the time.
Well, that's not good.
Yeah, we can't have dogs. Nico probably outweighed that dog by 10 pounds. And that dog thought he was a cat. He loved cats, like running around with cats. Okay. But, oh well. But I do love cats. What I don't like is rats.
I don't think anybody likes rats. I'm going to put you down now. Are you okay? There you go.
How much does Copper weigh?
It's around 30 pounds.
Oh, that's not too bad. It's pretty good.
Ish, I think. Roughly. Your dog turned 30 today, Muppet. Wow, what kind of dog is it? Hey, John.
Oh.
I
thought you said 30. 13. That's awesome, though.
One of my coworkers just got a Tibetan Mastiff. The thing is huge.
Oh, yeah, they are. They're crazy. I had shot a wedding, and they had one of those. It slobbered all over the place. I was afraid it wouldn't like me coming into their house and taking photos, but didn't have a problem.
Hey, Carrie.
Hi, Carrie. But my family had a rough week this week.
Uh-oh.
My sister's cat that was 20 years old named Crystal passed away.
Oh.
And then my brother had to put his cat, Katie, down, who was 16. They said that she had too much like tooth decay, that she'd
Oh.
have to have some major surgeries, and she was starving to death.
Wow.
And they didn't think that she would be able to handle the surgeries. So they just thought that was probably the best option than having her be in pain.
And that's
So
still sad.
kind of sucks. Yeah.
I mean, they told us that he needs dental work, and we're like, we don't have $1,200 for you to clean his teeth.
Mm-hmm.
Because for
It's
those that
crazy.
don't have dogs, if they do dental work, they have to put them under, which I'm assuming they do with cats too. Because can you imagine trying to hold a cat's mouth open while you're doing the dental work?
My brother sells cat and dog, pet insurance now. He just started this new job, and he was like telling me that Nico and baby cat could be fully covered for $15 a month.
Mm-hmm.
And he said though that dogs cost a lot more because dogs have lots more problems
Yeah,
than cats
because
do.
we looked into it for him. Because I was like, well, he's new. We might as well look into it, and it makes up to a certain age, it makes sense, and then after that, it was just like astronomically expensive.
Yeah. That's what he was saying, is the older the pets are, the worse, because like one of his cats is like a senior citizen cat, and they want $30 a month for that cat. So it's like twice as much for
Yeah.
the older cat. Now, are these set prices?
I don't.
I
It
didn't
was like a
ask.
set price for the one we were looking at for him. It was like a set thing, but it didn't. Certain things weren't covered after a certain period. It was kind of like a freaking car warranty, where it's stuff is covered to a certain extent, but then like the stuff you'd actually eventually need it for really isn't covered.
Yep.
What? I'm petting you. Oh, they forgot to feed you.
It
That's why
was
you're
like with
looking at.
my Blazer. I bought that thing, and it had a 80,000 mile warranty, bumper to bumper.
Mm-hmm.
When it got to 82,000, the engine just died.
That's the worst. They see my guy. They've got to know when that stuff's gonna happen and make it stop right before it.
It's unbelievable. I mean, and I did everything right. I kept that car running good. And so
Mm-hmm.
then I had a new engine put in, and they screwed up the transmission. They put something in backwards when they were messing with the engine and putting a new engine in it.
Wow.
And I had to pay. Well, I didn't pay for 3 transmission changes. I paid for one because it was I paid for the lifetime transition,
Mm-hmm.
and it was under warranty after they replaced it. And they were all mad. And they were like, well, it was put in backwards twice. And it's like, yeah, you guys put it in
You
backwards
did the
twice.
work. It's not my fault. It's backwards.
So, yeah,
See, that's my
he was
worry.
like,
Like, we have a good garage where we go. So when I got this car, I had like a limited like repair warranty on it through Carvana, and you have to go to one of their preferred people for it to be covered. And I was like, crap, we don't know these people. And then I'm thinking back to our other car where you brought it in and then they fixed what was busted, but then like 2 weeks later, 12 other things went wrong with it. So I was worried about that. So I just had to get a mirror and a master switch fixed. That was it. First of all, the guy was like, "Oh, your master switch is fine. You don't need a new one." I'm like, "No, it's broken. The mirror, the window doesn't go up and down." "Oh, it doesn't?" I'm like, "No, I told you this when I brought the car in." Then we give him the part number he gets the part number for the mirror. It only comes in black. Okay, paint it. "Oh, I gotta get approval for that." I'm like, "It's a fucking can of spray paint. What do you mean you need approval?" So they paint it, and then we go to look at it before he puts it on, and it's not the right side mirror. It's got a blinker on it that mine doesn't have, and it didn't have the defrost feature on it. And I'm like, "I don't want it." No. My dad's like, "Well, he already painted it. You should let him put it on." I'm like, "It's not the side. It's not the right mirror. It doesn't match." I was like, "I'm not going to
yeah,
have one with a blinker and one without." So he's like, "Well, maybe we could take the mirror out of this one and put the guts in your current mirror." I'm like, "Okay, fine." Well, now all the mirror does is shake and rattle. I'm like, "This is ridiculous."
And this is your brand new car?
This was the brand new used one, yeah.
Oh,
I was like,
man.
this is stupid. So I think what they did is the replacement mirror was bigger. The guy was like, oh, it's the same size. I'm like, it's clearly bigger. You're blind. It's maybe like an inch and a half bigger, but it was a bigger housing. So I think they just shoved the new glass and motor into the old one, and it doesn't fully fit. So now it freely jiggles when you get the car over like 30 miles an hour. And I'm like, it's annoying.
Wow.
So now I'm going to have to take it to my guy and see if he can fix what they did without it costing an arm and a leg.
Yep. Wow, that sucks. Hey, Paul's here.
Hey, Paul. Oh, good. You've calmed down now. Sweet. You're probably starving because it's past your time. Is it your dinner time? Is it your dinner time? Okay, I will let you out so they can feed you. All right. Your food? You want your food?
Wow, what a nice guy.
There you go.
Well, so this, where'd it go? I was going to show you my other G.I. Joe that I bought
All
that
right,
I'm going to
let's see
buy.
it.
Well, I can't find him. I don't know what happened.
No, he ran away. He came alive.
Yeah, like Toy Story. He didn't want to become a dreadnought.
No, what's the movie with, oh God. It's the one
I'm looking.
with, shoot, what is that called?
Toy Story.
No, there's the one with, they've got the military action figures and then like the alien action figures, and the military ones attack the house that the kids are hiding the other ones in. What is that? Oh God.
I don't know. But I'm looking for a Brock Lesnar. All the stores around me are sold out. I guess Brock Lesnar must be some big famous, our favorite. I know he's famous, but favorite wrestler of children. And they buy his action figure because I really want him so I can make him into a Rogue Pig. Because Rogue Pig had the same haircut. And he's
Small
like a huge,
Soldiers.
big guy. Small Soldiers.
Small's a good movie.
Never heard of it.
Jenna knew what it was from that horrible description.
Jenna has children's. Oh, look.
Hey, only ask her what's up.
There's our favorite, June. I wonder if June's birthday's in June. Do people name their children after months that they're not born in?
It's possible.
She said, yes, people do name children after months they aren't born in. So I wonder what month she was born in. Maybe she was named after June Cleaver.
It's possible. Hey, Whip, what's up?
Whip. Poor Whip. He was going to go to sleep. He told me in Foxy Fish's channel that he was going to go to bed early because he had to get up at 3. And then I told him that I was making his thing last night for his plant. It's really cool. I have it set up so hopefully this will fit on the side of his tank and then connect like this.
Oh, it's pretty cool.
And if this doesn't work, I'll try something different.
Hey, QC.
But I had to melt little holes all through it, and then I sanded it all up and gruffed it all up, and I'm going to hydro dip it today.
Okay.
After the show.
I don't think they're out there to feed this dog. I'm going to go feed the dog. I'll be right back. I apologize.
That's all right. So I thought that was pretty cool. I should have put the weight right there where I got a little crazy with the dots, a little too close or a little too far. But when I spray paint it all, I don't think you're going to see much of the dots. So it won't matter. But Whip, I think this is going to work because, like, this is next to my head and I have a big head, but it's a pretty good sized jar. So, and I like how it's all rough on the inside. So that way, when we put the rocks in there, it's not going to push right up against the sides of the lid either, or the cup. It'll just give it a little extra water space. I'm really looking forward to seeing how this comes out. But I mean, this was a great deal. It was 2 of these cups for $1.25 at the Dollar Tree. And look, I mean, I still have another good one that I can either make one for myself. I only bought one magnet, so I might have to connect like something big like that. But or I might just keep the cup and use it for drinking tea in, because I like drinking tea out of big cups. Oh, that's good tea. But yep, my I did fend it. My next bad guy GI Joe I'm gonna make is gonna be this guy, and his name's gonna be Monkey. Or this wrestler's name is not wrestler. I don't know what the wrestler's name is, but the Dreadnought is gonna be Monkey Wrench. He's like the guy who works on all their cars. But I'm enjoying making my own GI Joes opposed to buying them. I just think it's a lot more gratifying to make them. But I'm also making the Dreadnoughts because they said they're like the last ones they're ever going to make. So that might be like 5 years down the road. Sorry, I went back to talking about my toys. Oh, you're muted.
I am. Hello, hi, I'm back. What's up?
Awesome.
So I think next weekend I'll be in Pennsylvania.
No way. What you going to do?
Picnic.
Picnic.
It's the CCY's annual picnic.
Oh, man.
I can tell that some guy named Skipper is going to be there too.
Oh, man. I wish I could go.
It's only what, a 7-8 hour car ride for you?
What town is this?
Hang on, let me look it up. Do Facebook. Here we go. Come on, load, please. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? I really should check the Facebook account more often because I've got like 5,000 notifications on it.
I have huge plans for tomorrow.
Oh. It is in Spring Grove, Pennsylvania.
Okay. Directions to Spring Grove, Pennsylvania. That's 9 hours and 34 minutes.
Oh, that's a bit too far for it's a bit too far to drive.
Darn it. What time's the picnic start?
I believe it starts at 11 a.m.
Well, if I left at 1 a.m., I might be able to get there in time.
I have to leave at 6 a.m. to get there on time. Last year, I drove down the day before and spent the night and then got up early the next morning and just drove there. Also, Select Pet, that is a perfect segue because Select Pet said that you need a merch store with things that says, I like big cups. And Carol Cox told me that I should be promoting my merch store more, which apparently I don't do enough because I'm shutting it down because not enough people use it and I can't afford to pay for it. So in September, it goes bye-bye. But there are a couple new shirts on there that I put up. So I will share the store and I'll put the link in chat if Discord. Oh, it did look at he already did. No, he didn't do it. Yes, he did. It's already in the chat. But yeah, so I do have a store with t-shirts. Carol got the Koi shirt. She said she loves it. So there's a Koi shirt. There's an axolotl that says "Don't talk to me," and then on the back it says "Until I've had my coffee." There's just some fish shirts, an axolotl shirt. There's just random stuff on here. When I get bored, I make t-shirt designs and throw them up there. And then of course coffee cups because we all drink our coffee. I actually get a new one because my best friend's mother broke mine when she was here cleaning.
That sucks.
But yeah, I have the snail.
Well, I went to this and it's a hiker shop.
Oh, that's the other link. So you want this one here. I'll just put it in the chat again.
I see it.
There you go. I put it back in the chat. But yeah, there's a couple different designs. I like the koi one. I like, and the axolotl one. I put axolotl gaming because Ed and I talk about games all the time.
That's awesome.
But yeah, and like we're like, oh, because they suggest a price for each thing when you put it up there, and they're like, you should put all these shirts up for $35 or $40, and I'm like, no, that's too much money for a t-shirt. Ain't no one's gonna spend $40 on a fish shirt. So I just put like a couple dollars more than it costs to make it. The only time I have to make things more expensive is if I print stuff on the front and the back, because that automatically drives the base cost up.
Oh my gosh, so much. I know that is a fact. Because I wanted to have all the Fish Fam Mafia names for all the different people on the backs of a t-shirt. And they were like, man, that's for me to make like 25 of those. It was going to cost like probably $4 more just to have that printed on the back of each one.
So I know what we do at the school is a lot of times they'll buy just blank shirts, and then they'll go to like Staples and buy the iron-on things and make the shirts themselves because it ends up being cheaper.
Now, do those iron-ons last?
The two I made back in 2014 are still good. So as long as you got to do cold wash and don't put them in the dryer, it'll melt. But that's a lot of shirts these days can't go in the dryer. I've even noticed with these professionally done ones, the more you put them in the dryer, the more like pixelated the print becomes.
I just put them inside out in my dryer.
Oh, okay.
But I probably should be taking better care of my shirts.
I noticed a lot of my like newer shirts were like wearing super thin compared to older stuff, and I'm like, huh. So I started turning the temperature down on the dryer because this new one burned a pair of my pants. It was like, it got so hot it melted because it was like the fleece kind of material that's super like fleecy, and I put it in there and it was on high and it like melted part of the things together. I was like, oh, okay, we can't do this anymore.
Wow. Do you know, speaking of games,
yes,
I finally played my freshwater aquarium game.
The one you got at the Clash?
Yes.
Okay.
I played it with my family on my birthday. And you know what? It's actually a fun, easy peasy game.
Well, that's good.
We played it twice, and my mom won once, and my dad won once.
Cool.
Yeah, and I mean, they probably know least amount of fish. Well, that's not true. My sister-in-law probably knows the least amount of fish, and because it's all about getting 10 fish that will live in a fish tank together, and they give you this chart where you can say tetras and African cichlids, will they coexist?
Right.
You know, and of course they don't.
Right.
And I would tell everybody what would work with each other, and it was always right, but she never believed me. She checked every single time somebody asked me a question.
Of course she did.
And then I had to explain to her why you can't have goldfish with all these other fish. And I was like, it's because they prefer cold water. You don't want to you can't put discus with angel or goldfish. And she kept saying, yes, you can. They're both peaceful. And I said, look at the chart. And she says, well, the chart has to be wrong because they're both peaceful.
Yes, because that's the temperament is the only thing that matters with fish.
Yeah. And I'm like, okay, let's go downstairs and look at all my fish tanks.
Yep.
I have one fish tank with a goldfish in it and nothing else.
Well, that's like one of my coworkers was trying to tell me that betas can't go with this. These can't go with that. And I'm like, yes, they can. I know what I'm doing. I have 3 dozen fish. I have 30 fish tanks at home. Trust me. Or constantly giving me flack about it being dirty. I'm like, it's not dirty. The fish are happy. They're having babies. Yeah. Hey, Jimmy P. Actually, I was just talking
Jimmy
to a
P.
buddy the other day. He was like,
Sorry.
well, I really want discus, but you can't put anything with discus because you got to keep them at like 88 degrees. I'm like, no. Hold up. That's like 30 years ago discus. Discus now don't have to be in 88 degree water. I should just show him the old stream when we had we talked all about discus.
I was gonna mail Jimmy P some fish today, and I mentioned it last night, and a couple of people told me that I shouldn't do it over the weekend because it slows down on Sunday. So I'm like, Jimmy, I'm gonna send them on Monday.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday are usually your best bets.
Monday better not be a holiday of some sort.
I don't think it's another random holiday. I don't think there's anything
It's
on
not June 20th.
I don't see anything on my calendar that says June 26th is a holiday, so I think you're good to go.
Okay. And then I'll do 3-day shipping.
Yeah, you should be good to go with that thing.
Yeah, I hope. I don't know if it'll actually be 3-day because it's all the way to California.
You know, I found that the further away from home I was shipping stuff, the faster it got there.
Oh, wow.
Like when I was shipping that beta fish to Rico and it took 10 days to get to him from here to a 7-hour drive away.
It's probably because all the cogs of the postal system is jammed up in those senior states.
All of our stuff used to go here, but then we closed the distribution facility down and it all goes to Springfield, Massachusetts. For whatever reason, any package I was sending in the Northeast got stuck in Springfield, Massachusetts. But I would send stuff to Zen or other people out west and it would get there in 2 days. It was stupid.
Makes sense.
I kept looking. I'm like, this fish is going to be dead by the time it gets to him.
Well, they ship all my stuff as always goes to Chattanooga for 1 day, and then it gets sent to me. But it's like it seems like Chattanooga has to hold everything that comes in for 1 day. They never deliver the day it comes into Chattanooga.
That's the same way with Amazon stuff for me. It'll come in at like 3 a.m. to just 2 towns over, but for whatever reason, they won't ship it till the next day from there. Unless it's like next day prime, which is this point is BS because I haven't gotten next day prime stuff in like a year.
One of their big centers is right here in Chattanooga, so we always get our stuff like in 2 days. It's crazy.
We opened one up here, but for whatever reason, it seems like nothing comes when it's supposed to come anymore.
It's probably just can't be big enough because the population center there is so huge. There is a lot of people that live in our country in New England states.
It is true.
I don't think I could do it. I mean, probably every time you turn around, you're smelling somebody else's breath.
You know, it wouldn't surprise me if that was a thing.
But I bet the food is amazing.
We do. So I was baffled to find out when we had a coworker move here from California last year. Apparently in California, there are no Italian restaurants or pizza places. It is just Olive Garden, Pizza Hut, and Domino's. That's it. Whereas here,
I bet they have California pizza or pizza. There's some place in St. Louis called California Pizza.
Oh, hey, Coro.
But okay, keep going.
But like here, we've got 4 pizza places in my city alone.
Yeah.
In a city that you can drive from one end to the other in 10 minutes and be done. We have 4 pizza places, but all they have where she was Domino's and Pizza Hut.
Do you remember that pizza you got at the Clash? That was what I would consider the perfect pizza.
The pizza they had at the Clash last year?
Yeah, not at the Clash. I mean at the
Chicago
Triple Crown.
Oh, Triple Crown. Yes, that was good. That was awesome pizza. The pizza they had at the Clash was not
really good.
I'm sorry, but the Clash pizza was
Is John still here?
Possibly. QC.
What was that called? City
like
Pizza?
Central-ish. I don't remember. I could probably where did I order that from? I just looked at pizza places around the area and it was delicious.
It was amazing. California Pizza Kitchen. Thank you. That's what it's called.
I think I Grubhubbed that. Right? Actually, I can't. I think my Grubhub account got locked out. Actually, but I can check. Yeah, I don't remember what that was called, but it was good. Pete, that was really good. I wasn't expecting it to be that good.
I know. I wish I lived near John just to get that pizza, man.
Crap.
Or
Richard.
Scuba Stevo. Oh, my sister-in-law though did go and buy us a whole dinner on the hill from St. Louis.
Oh.
The hill's where the Italian district is.
Mm-hmm.
And oh my gosh, it was cannelloni, manicotti, fettuccine carbonara,
Ooh.
breadsticks, and fried raviolis.
Well, that sounds
Oh
delicious.
my gosh, it was so good. It was really nice. Oh, and cannolis.
Oh, I'd love a
It's
good
hard to say
cannoli.
cannelloni and cannoli at the same time.
True. Hang on, I'm doubling back so I can get the address of the Triple Crown and then find out where I got the pizza from, because I honestly don't remember, and my Grubhub has since been locked because they overcharged me for something and I did a charge back, and apparently they don't like that very much.
John from Select Pet says, "Where was the pizza at the Triple Crown? We ate it
I'm
outside
looking.
at that fire pit."
Yeah, I ordered a bunch of food and I was like, hey, I'm gonna share this with people because I got way too much food.
And I think I gave you $10 so I could eat 2 pieces.
You might,
because I felt greedy.
But everybody was like, they took like one piece and it worked out pretty well. There's only one person that tried to take more than one piece, but I'm pretty sure someone
That
told
was
them
me.
off. No, it wasn't you.
Well, I paid because that way I felt like I'll give him $10 so that way I can have a second piece. It was so good.
Wow, I'm really having to go back and find where this is.
Hey, Matt. Matt from Fish Fam Links, where all your fish fam dreams come true. I think it was called City Pizza.
What?
But John is saying it could be Barnone's. I think I said that right. Barnone's. Oinky's here. Hello, Oinky. Oinky's amazing. She watches more movies than me, and it makes me sad. I wish I could get out more and watch more movies like I used to. Have you seen any movies lately?
I finally watched Shang-Chi because my sister bought it for me. That was good.
Oh my god, you're like a year behind.
I haven't watched the other one she bought me, which is Raya, the Last Dragon, something or other.
I did not see that. But I just saw Flash this week.
Oh.
And I really enjoyed it. Thought it was really good.
Right.
You know, they bring back my favorite Batman, and he was awesome and dynamic and didn't seem too old. Ben Affleck, though, he was in the movie, and I thought he kind of looked really ancient. He's really been aging lately.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it was crazy. I've always hoped that he would do another Daredevil, because he did an amazing Daredevil, I thought.
But, I thought he was good when he played Batman, too.
Oh, I did, too. I'm upset, and I keep getting upset with all these superhero movies because my favorite characters keep leaving, and I thought he played a really good old Batman, or more of an aged Batman.
Yeah.
I thought he was awesome. But he must have put on weight or something because his cheeks just looked more full or something. I don't know. He just looked aged.
Oh, that's weird.
Was your favorite Batman at the end? I can punch you in the nose for that. But we won't say anything because we don't want to ruin any spoilers.
Trying to see if I can find this pizza place. It's not working out as well as I thought it would.
What city was it? Was it Louisville? Or was it Louisville or was it the other there's two major cities in Kentucky. Louisville and the capital. What's the capital? I keep wanting to say Knoxville, and it's not Knoxville. Darn it. Oh my gosh. What is the other major city in Kentucky? Lexington. I think we were in Louisville.
We were, yes. Well, yes, I think so. All right, let me see.
Pizza places in Louisville, Kentucky.
Yeah, see, my Grubhub is locked out from back then, so I can't even look to see what I ordered or where I ordered from, which is unfortunate because it was really good.
Well, there's a place called Wix that looks pretty good.
I like how we're spending time trying to figure this out. Hello, chat. I know this is very riveting for all of you. I don't even know what the name of the hotel was at this point, and Googling Triple Crown doesn't get me an answer anymore. Let's see if I can check my PayPal receipts.
Boy, there are some Bonarnos there, and it does look like a pretty good pizza.
I'm wondering.
They have Oh, good fellas.
I can't remember what it was called.
I thought it said something about City Pizza on the box. Maybe it was best pizza in the city.
This one. Does this tell me what it was for? Dang it. This doesn't tell me what it was for. Grr. Oh, well.
Okay, let's change it up here. Best pizza in Louisville, Kentucky. I wonder if it could be this Wix, man. Their pizza looks pretty substantial. And it was a big, thick pizza.
Wait, can I find it again?
The Big Wick Pizza. This looks like what we ate, man. Kind of.
Maybe it's that one. It's possible.
Black
what is that
olives
place
are
called?
On there. It's called Big Wick's Pizza. Dude, this looks like the pizza because it looks like a big, thick, yummy pizza.
Yeah, it's very possible that was the place. Hang on.
Petting puppies.
No. Dang it. Chat, we will get this answer. Called them up and they're not going to remember me. Pizza. I don't remember it having green olives on it, though.
I didn't think it had green olives.
It didn't. It had black olives, and I remember someone saying they didn't like black olives.
I love black olives.
I don't know.
I really like cooked onions on my pizza. I love black olives on my pizza. I don't mind mushrooms, but I can go either way with the mushrooms. I think mushrooms are just kind of filler. I like sausage.
Hey, collaboration.
Pepperoni is okay. Everybody else loves pepperoni. I love bacon. I don't remember if it had bacon. I like hunks of ham. Oh, man. Dude, after this show, I'm going and buying a pizza. Unfortunately, I have to special order it just so it's halfway decent. I'll get it at Domino's. Oh, no, not Domino's. We don't have Domino's. Papa John's. They do the
I
best
don't mind their
customization
food.
for me. Yeah, they're not bad, but it's really weird because like every time I call, I think I'm calling India. And then they just order it online for me at the shop.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'm talking to somebody in India, and
Mm-hmm.
then I make my order, and then it's there. But I always pay for it there. Oh, Adele's here. Hi, Adele. But let's see. We probably shouldn't keep talking about pizza.
I mean, what's
I
wrong?
wonder.
Does anyone in pizza like chat? Yeah. I just said that. Does anyone in chat not like pizza?
Adele probably hates pizza
Hmm.
because Australians might not put. They might put that gross stuff on it, that blackish stuff. What's that stuff called?
Vegemite?
It's like, yeah, they might put Vegemite on their pizza.
It's possible.
She said, no, I had pizza the other night.
Perfect.
Vegemite and pineapple. Anthony's here. I bet Anthony likes cheese pizza with slices of tomato.
There's a
Just
Vegemite
guessing.
pizza, but I wouldn't. I don't mind it, but I wouldn't want it on pizza.
Dancer is in the house. Hiya, Sky.
Maybe it was a bear nose. I don't know.
I think Sky Dancer would like really flashy pizza. Oh, I bet Sky Dancer would probably like pineapple and ham. If Whip's still here, I bet Whip just has like triple meat. I'll take all the meats 3 times over. Holy cow. John remembers the address to the Embassy Suites that we stayed at Louisville. I ate at a Mexican place with James, John. Was it L or B? Oh, maybe it was Sam. Sam Scales. Yeah, I think it. Or oh no, it was Jesse. I think Jesse, John, James, and me. 3
Okay.
J's and an E. And they had like this special enchilada plate that you got one of every enchilada and beans and rice for like $7.
Mm-hmm.
And I got that. James got that. But James is like, they took his plate right out of the washing machine and didn't dry it off. So it was like covered in water also. So we have this wonderful dinner, and his is like all gross and soaked in water. So funny.
Poor guy.
Oh, I'm glad it happened to him and not me. Oh man. Yeah, it's terrible. I shouldn't laugh at that, but it was still funny. Normally, whenever I go out, if I go out with a bunch of friends and we all order steak, and let's say everybody buys a 14-ounce steak, and I buy a 16-ounce steak, my steak looks like it's the 12-ounce steak.
Oh.
I think they remember that I was the different sized steak, but they don't remember that. So they give me the smallest steak instead of the biggest. Okay. So now I I always order the same size as everybody else. Because it happens all the time where I order the big steak and it's the smallest one on the table, and everybody's like, well, that's weird. Yeah, I got to pay extra for a smaller steak. So strange.
All right. Was you to the Bear Nose place or a place called Fat Jimmy's? Those are the two it most looks like and sounds like from the menu. But I'm not sure which one. So we'll have to go back and try them both.
I wonder if one of them says Fat Jimmy's best pizza in the city.
It could. Because I remember it being a weird name. But then it was really
I remember
good.
it saying something about the city on the box.
I don't know.
Oh, that looks good. Fat Jimmy's Pizza in Louisville, Kentucky. Let's see if I can find a box label. Images. Oh, images.
I hear something that sounds like a pump either with no water or an air pump that is struggling, and I can't tell where it's coming from.
It's not Fat Jimmy's. It wasn't Fat Jimmy's.
Then it must be the Bear Nose place.
Bear Nose Pizza in Kentucky.
Anthony says, how do you like your steaks cooked?
I generally go medium rare.
Okay. I just tell them medium and see what I get.
Look, they have a heart pizza.
Oh.
I think it was this joint because look, it's got a bunch of good junk on their pizzas. I was hoping they would have like an image of their box.
But yeah, I'm fairly certain it was that place.
Yeah, it could be. Looks good to me. How does Anthony like to eat his steak?
It was 100%.
How do you like eating your steak?
Place. Me? I just tell the people medium.
Medium? My dad's a well done man.
Yeah, so is my mom. I can't get behind it.
No.
Pretty sure it was this place because there's the pizza.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
I was surprised because I was a little worried.
Why?
I don't know. I just was. And it ended up being pretty good.
The funniest thing was I was bidding on those mermaid skeletons against Degenerate. Him and I were both putting in on they had like an auction with like 200 items, maybe 250 items. And I picked one thing to bid on, and it was these mermaid skeleton lights. And
I remember those.
He did too. And we both kept going $1 over each other. And we're walking down the stairs, and he's like, yeah, I'm going to check my auction thing. Somebody keeps outbidding me. And I said, dude, so am I. And we both walked straight to it. And it was like, wow, I didn't know that was your name. And it's like, I didn't know that was your name.
Hey.
And then neither one of us won.
Oh.
Somebody came in and bid like $50 and won it. They were probably like, we're going to get these jokers to really spend some real money. And then they didn't.
Listen, I'm still miffed I didn't get those killies that I bid on and won, and then they disappeared magically.
Yeah, that's not cool.
But yeah, it was definitely that Bear Nose place.
Whip likes the 7-Eleven pizza.
I got too many places around here before I go to a 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
And Connecticut always has 2 of the top 10s when they do top 10 pizza places in the United States.
When I was a younger man, I used to do lots of hot dogs from 7-Eleven.
I could never get behind 9 to 7-Eleven food because I didn't want to get sick.
So good.
I had this thing that if I ate, I
Heartburn.
figured if I ate there, I would get some kind of disease. Because it sits out there all the day, and I'd go for the prepackaged stuff, and I'd be traveling like the sandwiches and stuff.
When I was a young man, I would pick the hot dog that looked like it was the one that was on there for 22 hours.
So you the
I wanted the oldest, crustiest hot dog they had. It was always the tastiest. I don't know why.
All the auction where they were selling. Were we in the auction where they had lots that already sold? No, I didn't even hear about that until right now. Who's ran that? There was so much wrong with that convention that it could have been so much better.
Yeah.
But, that doesn't sound like they really tried to work together. It was just more of a convenience thing.
Well, I mean, I went to the ALA the year before and had a wonderful time.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was like, I think the ALA said, yeah, we'll join you guys, the ACA. And then they were like, yeah, we don't want to do any work. And it felt like that's almost what everybody said.
Mm.
It was all like hands off. Just let the people do their own thing.
Yeah. Anthony, I'm not sure when Skipper's next Fish Fam auction is. If anyone in chat knows, let us know. It's usually
I think it's in July.
Does he do it the second Saturday? When does he do it now?
It's normally the second, but I think something was happening. Is that the picnic?
And picnic is the first Saturday. I don't know. Just keep an eye on for Saturdays. Whip. Yeah, yes, Coldwater goes at 6 Eastern. Ed and I end at 6 Eastern, so it's perfect time. No, it wasn't the absolute. I don't think it was the absolute worst fish convention ever put on.
What was that?
I don't know. Whip said, "Can we all agree Triple Crown was the absolute worst fish convention ever?"
I enjoyed hanging out with people.
It was that things weren't organized well. Like there should have been a centralized registration versus going to which one you signed up with. Everything should have been universal. There should have been a map, first of all.
Well, I had to join the ACA because the ALA couldn't figure out how to sell tickets even to their own members.
God.
I mean, that is lame. The ALA is just completely falling apart. I talked to... Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I talked to one of the guys in charge, and I said, I've never got a magazine or any, newsletter, nothing from you guys.
Mm-hmm.
And I joined last year. What did I join? Why did I even join? And he says, oh, well, that's because the lady in charge doesn't like new people. And just give me your name and I'll make sure you're on the mailing list.
What? That is so stupid.
I still haven't gotten a single thing.
Wow. Well, yeah, but see, I don't go to these things to actually enjoy. I just go to hang out with people. I think I spent maybe 5 minutes at the fish show. I did one walk through the vendor area, and that was it. I didn't really buy much except the fish in that guy's hotel room. Most of my time at these conventions isn't spent in the actual area. It's spent hanging out with people.
It was just way too busy and insane.
Also, we're officially out of time.
We should go to Comic-Con sometime. Or not Comic-Con, Gen Con sometime.
Okay.
It's amazing.
That was the issue. They tried to organize 4 separate events under one roof. Yes.
The only one that organized their talks was the Rainbow people.
Yeah, which was a last-minute addition to. Anyway, this has been fun. I don't want to go over Coldwater, and it's already set to auto go to him anyway. So thank you all for hanging out. We'll be back next week. Yes, next week. I haven't talked to Scuba Steve-O yet because I know he was traveling, so I'll let you guys know about that. Collaborations, thank you for the $2 super chat with the pizza, the steak, the ham, and the chicken emojis. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. It should pop up here momentarily, and then we'll end on that note.
All look delicious.
Is it gonna pop up? Is it broken? Is it not popping up? All right. Anyway, we'll see you guys. Have a good weekend, and goodbye. Where's the button? There's the button.
Bye.